What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 7 of Barstool Bitcoin. Say what's up to the boys. We got Trader Wild Rajab chilling on the beach.
What's up, boys? Out here in Panama. Excited. How is everybody doing?
Doing pretty good. And then we got our boy Kraser on the line as well.
What's happening, boys? Just here in Montreal, chilling. No beach, but it'll have to do for today, boys.
Yep. On again today, Kraser, making good off the 1-year deal you signed. Not a big deal. So, should we just get right into the news here, or what do you guys want to do? Today is like Grim Reaper Day. Everything is down. Total market cap is 220 billion and dropping rapidly. We also got Bitcoin, according to Coinbase. I'm looking at the 4-hour, and it's sitting at 62.48 on Coinbase.
Yeah, it just fucking dropped. Pretty depressing day, like you said. I think it all stemmed from the SEC postponing a key decision, which was supposed to be held this Friday for an ETF.
Yeah, definitely.
And like so many people are riding on this ETF that, I guess that news was enough for them to dump the shit out of Bitcoin. It's so cheap right now. We did release a market video. I think like 6,000 is a good buying point for Bitcoin. I want to touch in as well that Vitalik tweeted that he thinks this is like the bottom, the capitulation, of the market cycle. So, when everybody's fucking fearful and dumping, these are the times to buy. Like, this
Definitely.
is good news for the people who are accumulating, but, this isn't like a red light. This is just kind of a road bump. And for people who don't know what ETF is, an ETF is a financial product that tracks the price of an asset, and it's listed on an exchange. So it doesn't mean that investors actually have to buy the asset. So the company SolidX was going to have all the Bitcoins, and they were going to buy them all. So ETFs are seen as a way for institutional investors to get into cryptocurrency and invest into safer way to buy Bitcoin on an asset that's
and
insured,
settled in fiat.
and they don't have to worry. Yeah, exactly. So that should happen to gold, 2003, and it went up over 300 or 400%. So, the crypto market's crazier than just fucking gold.
Well,
I think we can see
Doesn't this just mean that this is purely a speculative market right now? If we is defeating, technicals and just a little bit of ETF delay, like an ETF delay, not even a negative ruling, is creating just such a massive downward spiral, not even just Bitcoin.
I believe some news will push into the technicals. Like the news will push it into the direction just more impulsively. So after Bitcoin's been dropping, we haven't been headed up from 87. We've just been dropping from that price. So this shit's just added onto it, and it's pushing us closer to that support, which I think is in the 6,000 ranges. And if there's so many coins that are fucking down to their cheapest in Satoshi. They're not at the cheapest right now. And I was thinking of making a watch list for some of these cryptos, and that's gonna be for our VIP, but I am gonna leak some of the coins to the public. I have one at the end of this that I will share, but these are great times to buy. It is that is depressing news, but there's a couple other exchanges that have added assets, like a Canadian exchange add XRP, which is CoinSquare, if you guys have heard of them. Coinbase added British pounds, and
they added
Square
Ethereum Classic also, I think, in the last week.
I think today or yesterday they added that. And then Square as well reported a 6% increase by adding crypto feature to their services. So these are all good news. Just the ETF is kind of just a little mini speed bump, you could say, and it's fucking
volume
nuts.
Volume. Quick question for you here.
Yeah.
You think so? This week is just like a 1 week trend, kind of heading down, and then it's going to pick back up, or when do you see it, or do you see it still going down for a bit and then picking back up? So just kind of want to know where your guys' heads at on that one.
We could have found the bottom, but I had been predicting 5K for a while, so I still think we're still gonna be in the bear market for a little while and see 5K potentially. But there was Yale researchers who they basically did this huge paper on the factors for crypto price prediction, and they created this whole system around price trends for the top couple digital assets. They did Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple. They did Bitcoin between 2011 2018, and Ripple and Ethereum data was tracked since their inceptions. So I think Ethereum's 2015 and Ripple, I'm not exactly sure, but a couple years of data for sure. And they found that there was a couple factors in deciding when a good buy time is. It's so confusing for somebody who's on the outside looking in of when to buy crypto. And one of the biggest things they found was the momentum effect. And it says that if Bitcoin goes down roughly 20% over a week, it'll continue to go down in the second week. And the reverse is true as well. If it goes up over the course of a week, around 20%, it'll continue to go up after that. So I think this is gonna mean that we're gonna continue down. Like the overall market cap is like 220 billion, and there was 800 billion total in the market cap um,
Yeah,
in
just a few
January.
weeks ago, just like when we got into the eights, like we went back to 300. We were just over 300, and 80 billion got wiped so quick. Like the sentiment of the market could change in days. Like just one article could fucking switch it from bull to bear. It looks like it's pretty crazy. That's why it is volatile. A lot of people are losing money.
Yeah, a lot of the top
Um,
coins took a huge hit.
Oh, definitely. They're just getting cheaper and cheaper. I do think it's going to come down too, as well. Like the first time we dropped, I think we dropped to like 56.50. That was like the first drop we got, and then we climbed back to around 10 or 11. And every time we've dropped, we're kind of trending, like the lows are getting higher, you know what I mean? So we didn't go back to 56, we hit like 58, and then we hit 59, and now I think like we're gonna come down and hit the six, maybe like 60, 50, or maybe 6,000, and that's like where the trend is. But if we break below that, then it wouldn't be good. Then I'd have to relook at it, and
Hmm.
unless it just broke down for a day or two and was a bear trap and then came back up. Other than that, then it would just be bad news. We
Yeah,
would kind of,
cryptos, we saw losses the last 10 out of 11 days. That hasn't happened since 2014. So we'll see when we'll get the reversal of fortune here. But
yeah,
the recent bull run is basically been evaporated with today's decline.
yeah,
So,
definitely.
so
I
you
do
boys
agree.
buying now, or are you waiting out just a little bit longer to see if it's gonna dip a little bit more?
Still accumulating on my end, just
Yeah.
staggering
Yeah,
buys.
yeah, I'm accumulating all the time. Like I said, I'm making a watch list for like these cryptos that are so cheap right now because if you split, let's say, the Bitcoin or $10 or $1,000, let's say, you can split it up in 10 different coins. And I think these coins that I'm going to put on the watch list, I'll have a 10x possibility, or 5-10x minimum. So I'm waiting. I'm personally waiting for these coins to get a little bit cheaper to their sweet spots, and then I'm gonna get into some of them.
I mean,
I'm not going to go
XRP.
much. Yeah, I'm not going to get into it much because I think the dominance of Bitcoin, when it's like when these ETFs start getting approved and BTC starts moving, like I think the dominance, it's going to go to maybe an all-time high that we haven't seen, and it'll crush the alts. So I don't want to go all in into the alts right now. I'm going to wait as well until Bitcoin starts moving because it'll shut down the alts when Bitcoin starts shining. So those are two different buying opportunities.
Yeah, and the news
Nice.
gets worse. The uh, Tezos ICO, the husband and wife who are behind Tezos got another setback in their ongoing class action lawsuit against they raised like 230 million in an
Yeah,
ICO. So
one of the
the
biggest ones.
yeah, it was huge. And just recently, the district judge in California refused to dismiss their suit against the defendants. So basically, their firm is gonna have to go through a lot more scrutiny, and they're claiming that it was an online fundraiser, but you know, we all pretty much know that it's more of a
Yeah,
security
I
if you're doing an
read
initial coin offering.
I read something in Tezos, and they're like, was their conditions, and it was like, if this project does not follow through, it's that your investment is actually given towards as a donation. So like, kind of they tried. I don't know exactly how they're wording it. I'm just paraphrasing it, but some fucking sketchy shit like that, and they've been under like hot fire for a while now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's it's not good.
And Tim Draper was named in the court filing as well. He's a big venture capitalist. He
Yeah,
like
he's
very
going after them.
publicly. No, he's was named in the court filing, so he's a defendant, and he
Oh
backed the
wow.
project like very publicly. And I'm not sure if this is public record or just speculation. It seems like it's more speculation, but apparently he purchased 10% stake in Tezos. So at
That's
least,
a lot of Tezos.
yeah. So we'll
Yeah.
see what ends up happening with them. I mean, it's the investors who choose to invest in Tezos at the end of the day who are responsible. But I think the way that they went about it, they probably were not aware that they would be scrutinized so closely for being a security.
Yeah, you know how we've talked about Coinbase multiple times and like everything they're doing and how they're changing the game. Think they're one of the only companies to offer custodian services, like basically ensure investors' funds, so people aren't scared of losing their money to hacks or whatnot, and they can claim them as securities. So Coinbase is the biggest crypto exchange in the US. I think they might be seeing some competition. Coinbase's custodian service is like, I think, about $10 billion, and they're going to add another $10 billion to the market cap. But Goldman Sachs has announced that they're trying to get into the custodian business as well. And if they did that, that would attract, they're potentially saying, another $20 billion to the market, which would be crazy because Goldman Sachs is a huge company and they have the credibility, and more people would buy crypto with them than definitely Coinbase.
Hmm.
It would
Just
unlock a lot of money.
Yeah.
that that's pretty interesting, boys. And a good way to like purchase it. But what about storing it? What kind of crypto wallet should I be looking for, or which one's like some of the most reputable ones and secure to use to store my coins?
Well, there's
It's a
different
good question.
options. Yeah, great question. You get asked this all the time. So it's a good thing that you asked that because there's different ways to actually store your crypto. You could store it on online wallets that are on your desktop or phone apps, like blockchain. There's
Hmm.
Exodus. There's Anthony Diorio, one of the co-founders of Ethereum, has his is
Jax, I
called
think.
Jax. Yep, exactly. There's Infinito wallet, and then there's a couple that have been coming out saying that they are like unhackable, and there's a lot of speculation behind that. McAfee has his own wallet as well, but in my opinion, the most safe way, yeah, like the safest way is cold storage, is offline storage. So you'd want to have either a Trezor or a Ledger, and we'll include the link in the show notes for you guys if you want to go grab one. But it's the easiest and safest way to store your crypto because it's not online and their UI is pretty good. Like I have to say, I like the Trezor UI a little bit more. I find it's more secure, but the Ledger is easier to use. So depending what you're going for, if you just want something that's super easy, I'd grab a Ledger, and it just looks like a little USB disk, and it's offline, so it's pretty much unhackable unless you give out your private keys to somebody, which is obviously not recommended to do. But yeah, other than that, I think that's my opinion. What do you think, Weil?
Um, yeah, I definitely agree with you getting one of the wallets. I did see one of the hardware wallets. I did see John McAfee's wallet, and I was kind of wanting to test that out. Definitely gonna make an unboxing video of that. But I think you're right on that, like a hardware wallet, and I then it's just like preference, like which hardware wallet you want to use. But if you want to use crypto on the go, you could use a mobile wallet. They aren't as safe, obviously, but like you can use them if you're using crypto like everyday transactions, and then you have the desktop ones. But definitely, if you're holding long term, like get yourself a hardware wallet and just store it somewhere safe, and that's your best bet, definitely.
All right, so that's pretty fair. Those are solid answers there, boys. Now that I know what kind of wallet I'm be looking for, what kind of exchange should I be looking for? What do you think is the safest, best platform to actually do all this and make sure that everything goes smoothly and you don't get fucked over?
I use two platforms. I use Binance. So Binance is pretty good. It has a ton of volume. So when like the crypto market was exploding, a lot of websites shut down their signups, register links. So Binance was opened, and I think it like gained a lot of new users, and so a lot of volume comes to the website. They also put up a lot of coins, and they offer affiliate links. So if you have friends who want to sign up and you want to make some extra Bitcoin because it's a cool way to accumulate, just send them your Binance link. Also, they're adding a lot of new coins. So when you have exchanges like Poloniex or Bittrex, they're more like adding higher like end coins. Like they don't add a lot of coins at a time. Where Binance, you see a lot of fresh coins, more trading opportunities, and it's pretty safe. You can put a two-factor authentication and an email link. So if somebody tries to sign in, they won't get access. They'll need your phone or email or both, so they can't withdraw any of your funds. And then it has all the standard stop losses you can use to use for risk management or save your money. And that's Binance for you, just in a quick shell. And I use BitMEX to short and long because it's the cleanest. It's the cleanest interface, like user-friendly program that you can use to short or long. It's pretty fucking simple. Like green's long and red's short, and then you can just pick whichever cryptocurrency you want to long or short. So those are my two picks: Binance and BitMEX.
Finally cashed in my short position today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was.
How did that turn out?
Well, we're in profit. So the good thing about BitMEX is there's no expiry on positions. So I held it long enough to get into profit. And with the big dip last night and today, got into a little bit of green there on the trade. So
Yeah, fucking BitMEX is boss. I love using it. So if you know everybody complaining that they can't make money or crypto's just going down or it's dying, then just hit the red button, just short that shit. You know, it's if you're complaining, might as well just short.
yeah, there was a lot of groups on like all over Telegram and Discord and whatnot who are just margin trading and running their own little pump and dumps. And they actually, there was like this study published I just saw recently that there was these trading groups, like organized groups, and they're saying that they manipulated markets to make 825 million in 2018 already.
Really, just by margin trading crypto, or
Yep. Just, well, not all margin trading, but These are just from like these organized trading groups, and they just use Telegram pretty much. And this is verified by the Wall Street Journal. So they claim that in a study that they have been generating hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue for themselves while, all these people just basically eat their shirts and get pushed out of the market.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I need to get in on that, right? If you can't beat them, join them.
In the first 6 months of 2018 alone, so.
That's crazy amount of money. Well, trading, the wealth gets transferred from one person to the other. Usually it's the unpatient to the patient, and that's how it goes. Like, that's your fucking, you're short. You're very patient on that. Where a lot of other people, after a couple days in red, they would just take the loss, to be honest, and I don't know why. And then they would put another order, and then just rinse and repeat and just keep losing until their whole fucking...
Panic.
Yeah, until their whole balance is white.
Yeah. We got a funny one here too, boys. Breaking news out of South Korea. Police raid firm whose alleged crypto scam promised investors shipwreck gold.
Shipwreck gold?
Let me expand, boys, because this gets a little...
Let's hear it.
This is a little blurry here. So the South Korean police, they raided this firm who allegedly were running a crypto scam, and they were promising investors the spoils of a sunken Russian warship. Okay? So basically they found this warship, and in mid-July they released like this submarine footage of what they claimed was the wreckage, and it was like a Russian ship. So this dude Chanel, his last name is Chanel, he apparently enticed all these investors to buy the firm's coin. It was called Chanel Gold Coin, and it was based...
sounds like shill.
Yeah, and it was based on the value of the shipwreck, okay? So they were telling investors that the ship went down, and they found it, and with it, they found 200 tons of gold, which would be worth like around 130 billion. Then, later on...
Just that amount would sink the
It's
ship,
like,
no?
well, do you really need to launch your own coin if you found 130 billion, But then they admitted that the reports were unverified, and they adjusted the figure to 9 billion. So they went down by
9 billion.
92%, something like that.
Yeah, they cut 100 bill off.
Yeah,
wow.
And then apparently they submitted a document to the Maritime Ministry, because they actually did find the ship to excavate, to get approval for the excavation, and they estimated the gold was worth around $1 million. So
just a little bit short.
They went from 134 billion to 1 million, and they promise investors that the value of the Chanel gold coin would skyrocket from 18 cents to $9 by the end of September. So we pretty much know how that was gonna go, and they raised around 54 million in investments.
Holy
from
shit.
Around 100,000 people.
And that money's gone too, probably.
Just on a story, eh? That's crazy, man.
Well, they did find the boat at least. At least they didn't lie about that, what I mean? And the gold. At least there was some gold there.
Oh, actually, I messed up, boys.
And I also wear an eye patch, so I'm a pirate, right? Fucking guys.
The CEO, the company is actually called Chanel. The CEO, his name is Choi Young-seok. He's been banned from leaving the country as the investigation continues, but, he's got all that money. He dipped out to Vietnam, apparently. So he's previously been convicted of real estate fraud, and now he fled to Vietnam to elude the investigation.
Wow, he has 50 mil in crypto. He's probably just gonna fucking get some plastic surgery and just live his life. Honestly,
that's it. He's gonna do the face-off thing. He's gonna cut someone else's face.
Yeah.
And or face. What was that movie with John Travolta? You know, would you wear another dude's
Face
face on
swap,
your
maybe?
face? No, it was called
Hell
something.
nah.
I wouldn't. No. I
What?
would just, yeah, plastic surgery. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
But I would not wear no face. Yeah. Or just sunglasses, you know.
Sunglasses. Yeah. You're the
I have
only.
one that's not as crazy as that. You guys seen all that those Twitter scams, like free cryptocurrency? They actually found that they shut down. It was 15,000 bots that were making accounts and posting automatically, um, which is crazy because I actually thought it was like one guy from like Nigeria or like some other country just like he was fucking no life and kept posting this,
Just
but
one dude.
obviously they automated it
He's the hardest
and
working
had 15.
Nigerian in history. Shit, we're probably gonna get in
They have
trouble for that one there, but I'll take
Okay,
Hey,
the
they're
well,
heat.
all
Indian
hardworking.
or Pakistan, like wherever these scammers are coming from, all around the world. Um,
Nice
yeah,
recovery.
they're just bots though, so I guess they shut that down. So we'll still see a lot of that, but I guess not as much. Okay, I'm gonna jump to my coin because
Yeah, do it
it's a
up.
meme coin. Can
What
you
you
guess
got?
what it is? It's a
Let
meme
us
coin.
know.
It's
Let us know. Come
Dodge.
on.
It's Dodge.
Dogecoin?
It's
Okay.
Doge, whatever, however you pronounce it. It's at 39 sats. This coin is a super OG coin. You know, it's been around for a long time. It's not going to go. It has a lot of exchanges that just deal in Doge or Dodge, so you can trade Dodge for another coin, and those coins are usually fucking worthless because Dodge is worthless right now. It's at 34 sats. I think a good buy for that would be 20 sats. Last time I posted that on my trading view, we went from 20 sats to 120. So that was a 6x. So accumulate some Dodge. 20 would be the buying area. That doesn't mean like start buying at 39 or 35. I say 20, so that's 20 or less. So just wait for that one. And Dodge is
Awesome.
a
And
good coin.
I think we both lost out on our predictions last week. We
Oh,
predicted,
definitely. Big
yeah.
time.
So
What
we
was it at?
predicted,
83?
yeah, it was
Ye-
sitting around
Wow.
83, and we
Fucking
predicted
two
it to
grand.
stay right around the
1
same or a
week.
little higher. Yup.
Yeah, I ate that. Yeah.
So
So you're
Um,
gonna
I guess
redeem
this is a
yourself
fitting
this week,
time.
boys.
Yep, let's get it going
You gotta
here.
yeah.
redeem yourself.
You're up
Put your
first
money
here,
where your
Wall.
mouth is, boys.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about this. Like,
We're sitting
I
at
want to be.
62.75 right now, US dollars.
Well, I'm gonna go with my technical analysis, and my trend's at 6,000, 6,050. So unless we just like drag like 6,200 to 6,000 for the next week, I don't see us breaking below. So I'm gonna go higher.
All
I'm gonna
right.
go higher.
Weil with the over. I'm going to go against you because I think we're going to see lower levels here. And I think it's very possible that we do see just a hover around 6,200 to 6,000 in that range, maybe even to the low fives. But I don't see us getting any large pumps in the next week. So I'm going to go with the under here.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you.
Likewise. All right, boys. Any last words?
Hold strong, guys. I know it's been depressing today. Yeah, just don't look at the fucking charts. Go to a beach, play soccer, football, Fortnite, whatever you guys do on your spare time. Just don't sell your Bitcoin. That's what I have to say.
Yeah, don't get wrecked. Just hold on
Yeah, don't get
strong.
wrecked.
All right. Well, thank you, friends, for listening to the podcast. And I just want to give a little shout out and thanks to our sponsor. This episode was brought to you by BitMEX. BitMEX is a cryptocurrency derivatives trading platform. It's the easiest way to margin trade, whether you're from Russia, UK, Canada, America, pretty much wherever. You can use up to 100 times leverage. You can trade without expiry dates, which is huge. There's securities on point. and it's Bitcoin's most advanced trading platform. Sign up is quick and easy, takes less than 30 seconds. You can hop in the show notes section right now for the link to sign up for your free account so you can start trading in minutes. And deposits only take one confirmation on the blockchain, so you're good to go. Head to the show notes section, create your account today, and thank you guys for listening to another episode of Barstool Bitcoin. We'll see you next week.
Peace.